Adobe AERO, the newest way to create amazing AR videos. Adobe AERO is an amazing innovation with AR, known as the most user-friendly way to create, view, and share immersive AR experiences. Available on iOS and as a public beta for Mac and Windows desktops, Adobe AERO blurs the distinction between physical and digital experiences. Create augmented reality experiences in your favorite apps using assets you've designed. No complex coding required. Extend your creative horizons. Bring in 2D images from Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator or 3D models from Adobe Dimension, Substance, third-party apps like Cinema 4D or asset libraries like Adobe Stock and Turbo Squid to quickly build a scene. AERO optimizes a wide range of assets for AR, including OBJ, GLB, and GITF files, so you can see them in real time. AERO brings a new level of realism to how designers tell stories. Bring museum sculptures to life. Launch a rocket into space around your classroom. Alternatively, bring mascots and celebrities into a retail store. So, what are the other things you need to know about Adobe AERO? Let's dive into the video to know them, and don't forget to subscribe to MetaGen for more such videos. Here we begin! AERO made its debut at Adobe's Max User Conference in 2019. Since then, it has become a useful tool for authoring augmented reality. So a group of curious AMP team members decided to test out this exciting new app. Here's what they discovered. The interface is simple to use and includes a tutorial explaining all the basic functions. This means that even someone with no experience can quickly block out a scene in a matter of hours using 3D models or a layered Photoshop document. After adding assets to your project, you can assign them behaviors. For example, simple animations triggered by screen taps or proximity settings are known as behaviors. The end result can be visually appealing. AERO has its limitations. It's only available as a mobile app right now, but a desktop version is reportedly on the way, and the interactions are far simpler than those you'd create on a more robust platform like Unity. In addition, many people need clarification on the fact that the app is only available for iOS devices. However, if you have an iPad and want to prototype a new idea for a client, AERO is ideal. More augmented dream than reality. Adobe AERO is a new app, and it feels like it. It has flaws such as some objects appearing to float off the floor while others in the same scene do not. Working to free up enough space in the cloud and locate sync files took some time on our part. Working with AERO can be frustrating if you need fast internet or want to avoid paying for more creative cloud storage. Even after everything has been loaded, performance may still be an issue. Despite running AERO on a 2018 iPad Pro, we did experience a few low memory warnings until we closed other apps, raising concerns about how well the app will perform on lower power devices or with larger files. AERO isn't refined as Adobe's other mobile apps, such as those in the Spark series. However, for a young app in the nascent field of augmented reality, it is surprisingly intuitive and can be a useful tool as Adobe refines it. Aside from the cool factor that may wear off after the initial experience, we could see a few real-world applications for AERO. Artists with a little more Photoshop savvy than we have created some pretty incredible AR installations. However, you would only need a little tech knowledge to create an augmented reality wall art gallery before printing those photos, or for professionals to show off how those prints might look like in the client's own home. AERO is a fun way to take creativity to a whole new level, and while the app may feel like it needs to be revised to Adobe standards, there is no other app that works as well as it does with Photoshop. Besides, how many apps allow you to take your own wildlife photos, drop an alligator into your backyard, and then walk up to his open jaws? All about its specs, features, and etc. Augmented reality has piqued the interest of tech companies and the creative community. Still, a need for more user-friendly tools for creating AR content has stifled its growth and widespread acceptance. Something must change for AR to be as transformative as promised. Adobe believes AERO, its new augmented reality authoring tool that debuted today on iPads and iPhones, is the answer. What exactly is AERO? It's difficult to put into words. AERO is a tool that allows you to view your Photoshop documents in augmented reality. It is a platform for creating interactive 3D scenes. It's a program for distributing USDZ files. AERO can be anything you want it to be. Augmented reality is still a new frontier, and only some people, not even Adobe, know the best application. However, by releasing AERO, they hope to steer the conversation. If you've used Apple's new Reality Composer app in iOS 13, you'll have a good idea of what AERO is attempting. For the time being, the app is only available on iOS and iPadOS, with Mac support coming soon. You're immediately taken into the camera where you can start a new scene to identify the surrounding surfaces. AERO, like Reality Composer, has a library of pre-built 3D objects that you can immediately add to your environment. You can also use Creative Cloud or iCloud Drive to import assets. However, AERO distinguishes itself by accepting PSD files, which means you can import any existing Photoshop document and see its layers stacked in 3D space. One of the features of AERO that Adobe is most proud of is that it does not require coding skills to use. Instead, AR experiences are created with a visual user interface and step-by-step instructions. This includes creating animations by arranging objects, modifying their paths, and adding triggers. Objects can be rigged to animate at the scene start with a tap or with proximity. AERO was simple to set up, partly because we already had a library of Photoshop documents to explore in AR. In addition, the user interface was very approachable. However, that comfort came at a cost. AERO is less powerful than Reality Composer even with PSD support. AERO gives you less control over the materials, physics, and behaviors of 3D objects. It's difficult to position objects precisely, and we needed help to undo our previous action. Imported PSDs had questionable resolution and were missing blend modes. You're also limited to creating a scene while in AR with the camera activated, which could make working in places with few open surfaces difficult, not to mention draining the battery. Reality Composer allows you to create 3D and then preview in real time. That's not to say AERO is bad. Seeing your scenes come to life is a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun recreating the classic Mac OS X Time Machine experience using only a few photos from our library. Exporting Photoshop documents as USDZ files is a novel new way to visualize your work. There is a significant opportunity for artists to create illustrations designed, first and foremost, for the parallax multiplane world of AR. AERO, according to Adobe, is still coming together with several hardware and software components. However, even in its early stages, the app is the simplest way to get your feet wet in AR creation, even if only in a small way. Adobe AERO is free on the App Store with in-app purchases. In addition, you can sign up for access to the private beta of AERO on the desktop at Adobe's website. So, what do you think about Adobe AERO? Let us know in the comments below and make sure to subscribe to MetaGen for more such videos.